Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Troy from Cichlid Bros. In today's video, we're showing our top 10 favorite cichlids. My brothers Quinn and Alec helped me compile this list, so you're going to hear from all three Cichlid Bros today. We love all the fish that we keep, but there are some that stand out, whether that's due to their size, their color, behaviors, or even personalities. So we compiled this top 10 list that I think you're really going to enjoy. This list is only going to include fish that we currently keep or fish that we have kept in the past. There are plenty of other cichlid options out there that we're going to keep in the future, so this list could definitely change down the line. Before we dive in, make sure to comment down below what your favorite cichlid is of all time. We'd like to hear from you. And guys, let's dive right in. Okay guys, so I'm actually going to start us off with number 10. This is a fish that I currently have in both of my large aquariums. It is the electric blue Acara. The first thing that stands out about these cichlids is the bright blue color. They usually have this awesome color even at a young age, and they really provide a nice pop of blue in my South American cichlid tanks. They are relatively peaceful and only get about 6 to 7 inches, so they can go well in a variety of setups, whether that's with some more aggressive cichlids or even some community setups. My electric blue Acaras are very active swimmers, and they never seem to hide out, which is just another benefit of keeping these guys. Now I'm going to pass it along to my brother Alec for number 9 on the list.
Hey, what's up guys? Alec here, the African Cichlid Bro, and coming in at number 9 on our list is the Buccochromis Nototaenia, the Malawi Eye Biter. Now what usually catches your eye about an African cichlid tank is the color, but what really catches my eye about the eye biter is its unique body shape. It stands out in any tank for how different it looks. Now don't get me wrong, it also comes with plenty of color when it grows and matures and colors up as well, but even without it being colored up, it's a fish that's going to catch your eye. I've had this guy for about a year now. I got him when he was a fry, just about 1 inch long or even less. Exactly 1 year ago, I think yesterday. Just saw some old videos of him and he was tiny. So he's grown up to about 4 inches now. With its long, slender body and protruding mouth, you can just tell that it's built to be an apex predator. This is one of the biggest fish in Lake Malawi, and it is built to dart and dive in and out of caves to find its prey, which is usually live fish.
Hey, what's up guys, Quinn here. So coming in at number 8 on the list is the Flowerhorn. So behind me we have Felix the Flowerhorn in my 60-gallon aquarium, and I must say, she is a classroom favorite. I love the way she interacts with my students and myself on the regular. Flowerhorns are known for their huge personalities, as well as the huge nuchal humps on their head. My flowerhorn is more of a short-bodied flowerhorn and is a female, which means her hump won't get as big as the others. But hey, I still love her the way that she is. To go along with their great personalities and unique features, they also have amazing color and they come with many different varieties. My favorite thing to do with Felix is hand feed her bits of freeze-dried krill. So if you have the space and the tank size to do it, I would definitely recommend this fish.
Coming in at number 7 on the list is the Oscar. We couldn't make a cichlid list without an Oscar on it, so here we go. Oscars are well known for their awesome personalities, and mine in this 180-gallon aquarium is no different. He's always front and center, begging for food, and eats a ton. I got this guy about 4 months ago, and he was only about 1 inch long. I really wanted to witness the extreme growth of the Oscar from a young age, and this guy is already over 5 inches long and definitely not disappointing me there. He'll likely climb the ranks of this list over time, as I'm sure that personality will win me over. Oscars are just a very rewarding fish to keep, as long as you have a large enough tank, knowing that this fish grows over 1 foot long.
Coming in at number 6 is an amazing fish called the Buccochromis Nototaenia. And the main thing I love about the Nototaenia is its wide array of colors. It comes with yellow, orange, red, a little peach, blue, a little sky blue to green, and it's just as colorful of a predator hap as you can probably get. It can be over a foot long when fully grown, and just an absolute stunner. Here's my Buccochromis Nototaenia. I've had this one for about 6 months. I got him when it was about 3.5 inches, 4 inches. It maybe has grown an inch since then to close to 5 inches. He does not like it when I film, so here he is hiding in the corner. But you can see he's got the nice egg spots, and he's about another inch or two from really showing some amazing color. I cannot wait.
Coming in at number 5 on the list is the Geophagus Tapajos. I currently have a group of 7 in my 180-gallon aquarium, and they just have stunning colors. It took about 1.5 years of growing these guys before they started showing that bright red head, and their fins are just starting to grow the trailers, but as you can tell, it's well worth the time and wait. I love all Geophagus and their unique sand sifting behaviors. I feel like my sand is always clean since these guys turn it over so much. It's really a win-win. These guys stay smaller than other geos, at about 6 to 7 inches in total length. I have other types of Geophagus that might make this list over time, but as of now, the Tapajos is definitely one of my favorites of all time. Okay, so we're just over halfway through the list. If you're enjoying the content, please consider taking a second and just hitting that subscribe button. We'd really appreciate it. And let's carry on to number 4.
Coming in at number 4 is the fish that got me into predator haps, the Buccochromis Nototaenia, otherwise known as the Malawi Hawk. Now, my favorite part about this fish is really the reason why it got its name. First of all, the scientific name, Buccochromis. The reason why they call it that is because its big mouth folds back into its face, creating the illusion of a little pencil-thin, aristocratic-looking mustache, giving it a very distinguished look in its face. And the other name, Malawi Hawk, comes from its predatorial behavior, which is my favorite part of owning a Malawi Hawk. In the wild, like most predator haps, it will feed on small fry or mbuna. And even in the home aquarium where I am not feeding him live fish, he will still demonstrate his predatorial behavior. It's almost like he's practicing on other fish. He'll swim over the top of its prey, or the fish that he is practicing his predatory behaviors on, swimming over the top of it, and it will actually turn sideways so as to get a better view of the fish that it is stalking, and it will kind of twitch and prepare for a dive bomb, which is why they call it the Malawi Hawk, because it attacks its prey from over the top, giving it a very unique behavior in the home aquarium without actually being predatory to its tank mates. Now, if you keep them with small fish, other mbuna that it could fit in its mouth, just like most predator haps, that fish could become bait. But as long as you keep them with appropriately sized tank mates, they should be safe from the Malawi Hawk.
So coming in at number 3 on the list is one of my favorite all-time cichlids and probably my favorite fish in my basement aquariums, and that is the Severum. I currently have 3 Severums in my 180-gallon aquarium, and they are just awesome. They are just very big, colorful cichlids, and they have a great personality. They really are gentle giants. They go really well with South American cichlids like the Geophagus and the electric blue Acara, and those are really my favorite combinations of cichlids to keep together. They can also hold their own with like a true parrot cichlid or an Oscar, so they work really well in this type of setup. As long as you have a large enough tank, they should do really well. I would recommend a 75-gallon or larger just because they are pretty big as adults. Some people might label these guys as a poor man's discus just because they're really tall like a discus. However, they are a little more hardy than a discus, and they might not require the same upkeep or tank parameters, so they're a little easier to keep. Overall, just an awesome fish, and one that I will always keep in my aquariums moving forward.
So coming in at number 2 on the list is the Dempsey cichlid. So for those of you that have been following along on our channel since the very beginning, you know that the Dempsey has a very special place in our heart. So the Dempsey was actually the first fish that we ever had. So these fish are known to be very aggressive, as they were actually named after a boxer in the 1920s. However, our Jack is a little bit more of a gentle giant and has become a really good tank mate for the other predator cichlid fish in this tank. Also, jacks are very hardy and can survive even some of the harshest tank conditions. Check out the Jack rescue video for more on that. Jack Dempseys have amazing color, showing different shades of blue, green, purple, and even red. I would definitely recommend a dark substrate to get these colors to pop more. The colors on this fish are so unique and make for one of the more stunning freshwater fish out there. I had some Jack Dempsey fry grow out last year, and I gave most to a local fish store. However, I did keep one that will eventually be moved into a new tank very soon. I think this guy is going to look awesome with the dark substrate. I think I'll always own a Jack Dempsey in one of my tanks going forward, and I would highly recommend that you do too. And coming in at number 1, drum roll please, is the Green Terror aka Gold Saum. So we've had this fish for over 2 years now, and to watch its transformation has been nothing less than incredible. So we also love the behavior of the Green Terror. So often Joker is just swimming in the front part of the tank and really doesn't show that much aggression to the other fish in the tank. Overall, it is just a total showstopper for any freshwater aquarium. You can see we got him as a very young juvenile from a local fish store, and he grew very fast. He started in my brother Troy's 75 gallon, but we decided he'd fit better in my Predator tank and not in Troy's long-term tank plans. So starting with the obvious, just look at the colors on him. The bright blue/green mixed with the flame orange tints of the fins is second to none in the freshwater hobby. He's also developed a pretty large nuchal hump that makes him even more stunning. You still have a lot of growing to do because these fish get huge. Check out this one from a local fish store by us.
For me, an honorable mention is the Apistogramma, who's in my desktop aquarium and is always right next to me as I'm working. I know there are only 10 spots on this list, but this guy narrowly missed it. And then speaking for Quinn, his Salvini is beautiful, but she's just really aggressive.
As far as honorable mentions go, I could make a case for all of my Predator haps to be one of my favorite fish. They all have great unique behaviors, but I'm gonna go with fish that I am not currently keeping. I used to have an Mbuna tank that was a lot of fun, a lot of color, and two of my favorite Mbuna are the Dimasoni or Dimasoni and the Johanni. They have kind of similar coloration, blue and black bars. The Johanni have the horizontal blue and black bars, the Dimasoni with vertical. They are two pretty aggressive Mbuna, but man, do they stand out and really pop in a tank. And those are my two favorite Mbuna. So those are my two honorable mentions.
Okay guys, that does it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed the content. Make sure to let us know in the comment section below what your favorite cichlid is. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.